everybody, I am back. I'm super excited to be here. This is Madeline and Merlot. Welcome to Black Wine TV. And I have just not been doing these videos at all. I tell you, things have been going on in my life, the pandemic, having a kiddo at home full time. So I am just super excited to be able to get back to me and doing some of the things that I love and enjoy, right? So I like to start off by letting you guys know I am not a wine expert. I am not a somm, but I am somebody who loves to get down with a good glass of wine and some girlfriends, or just winding down by yourself at home. You had a long day at work, a nice glass of wine will really just take you there and would allow you to just relax and just enjoy. So today I am featuring, because it's Black Wine TV, right? So I am featuring a wine, well, it's a rosé that's created by an African American man. It is called Fete Du Rose. It is a wine of France, basically in Saint-Tropez. It was created by a wine vineyard, the oldest wine vineyard in Saint-Tropez. So if you are somebody that wants to feel like you're in the south of France and you want to imagine that you're there, this is the wine to get. It is rosé season. Yes, I'm excited. Rosé season is upon us. Although the creator of this wine wants to normalize rosé, typically, I guess the wine industry, the way they advertised it was rosé you're supposed to drink it starting spring and throughout the summer, right? You really can just drink rosé whenever you want to. Now it has become more normal. Typically, the stores used to fill up with rosés beginning of spring and carried it through the fall. But now you can get rosé wines all year long, right? So let's give this a taste. I've already had this before. It is a beautiful salmon colored rosé. So refreshing. Make sure that when you do drink rosés, you want to throw it in the refrigerator. You really want to serve it chilled between 40 and 50 degrees. If you're running last minute, you don't have that much time, I always just throw it in the freezer for a good 5-10 minutes. It will really get it there. Also, if you do have ample time, throw this in the refrigerator for a good hour to 2 hours. Get it really nice and chill. Open it up, let it breathe, right? When you open your wines up before you drink it for a good, 5-10 minutes, it allows it to breathe, the oxygen to get in the wine, it oxidizes it, and you can really get the notes from the wine out a little bit more than just hurrying over drinking it as soon as you get it, right? So let it chill for a little bit, let it open, let it breathe. If you have a decanter, that is always something so beautiful to have when you're serving to multiple people, so you're just not always constantly pouring it out of the bottle. You can get a beautiful decanter. Wine stores have them all over the place. You can order them online, but try that as well. Also with this wine, it's not something, let me just start this by saying this. Most black wines or wines created by black people, you can't just go into the store and get it, right? So I have the McBride Sisters wine, Black Girl Magic. This is their rosé. You can actually get this at Total Wine. Locally in my market, I'm located in Missouri. So there's not many places where we can get a bunch of wines, even though, this ain't the middle of nowhere. I'm in St. Louis. But Black Girl Magic, you can get at Total Wine. This, you have to actually go to their website and get it. We shop online all the time. Do not use that as an excuse to not support your black people, right? We're on Amazon all day. What we getting? Come 2 days later. What we getting? Come 3 days later. What we getting? We got packages coming and coming and coming. So make sure that you go online and support black-owned business and get your rosé. I'm putting it up closer. Also throw it on the screen here so you guys can see it, and go and support, right? So it's rosé season. Get your rosé, chill on the deck, chill on the patio. It is that time of the year, y'all. So the last thing that I wanted to talk about is I'm going to start ending these with It doesn't take that much time to talk about wine. It's amazing. It's great. This is rosé. I give you a little history about rosé, just a little snippet. Rosés are this color because the grape skin is kept in just a little bit, just for a short period of time. It's not like a red. Reds are kept in for a long extended period of time. Excuse me, a long extended period of time, and that's why it is so red. So a rosé doesn't necessarily classify as a red wine, but the grape skin was left in there just so it can have the color that it has, right? So it's a beautiful salmon color. Some of them come out like light pink, almost white. Some are darker, but that's the reason why it is the color that it is. Most rosés are dry, right? So if you're someone that likes a red wine or just a dry wine in general, you will love rosés. There are some rosés that are sweet, but mostly they are fruity. Fruity doesn't necessarily mean sweet. It just means that you taste the fruit that is within the wine, and it could be dry and fruity, okay? So check it out, try it out, get you something. Some of the newer wines, the New World wines, the wines that are created in like California and, Oregon, New York, the newer places. Old World is like, France, Bordeaux, Champagne region over there in Europe. Sorry, I had to give me a sip. So try it out. I say a lot of the wines on the back of it, maybe this one has it. Yeah. So a lot of the wines on the back of it tells you, like this one says flavors of strawberry, raspberry, Mayer lemon, and aromatic notes fragrant with white floral. So it tells you. Look on the back. If it says certain things like chocolate, vanilla, those kind of notes, and that's what you like, I say continue to look for bottles that have those same types of wording in it. Like I said, look for wines that have that type of wording in it because you may consistently find the similarities in those types of wines. Just a hint as you're going to the grocery store, the wine store, to buy some wine, right? You always need different tips and hints on how to continue to pick and find the same wines that you like. Otherwise, sometimes you're just going in there blind and you're looking at it and somebody in the store recommends it for you. Your friend told you about it. You tried it somewhere. But you have to kind of come up with your own rhythm of how you pick your own wines. So I want to end, like I said, I'm going to start ending all of my videos with something called right? Can mean anything that you want it to mean. You can be in a conversation with a friend and you don't have anything else to say to them but They can tell you something and the only response you have is You can see something and you don't even know how to react to it, but you can go If you don't have anything nice to say to anybody when it comes to a conversation you've had, you just sit back in your chair and you go, okay? So my for today is for us women. We always try to give advice about relationships to our girlfriends, to anybody that's around us. We are full of advice. But the one thing that I have found out is this advice that people are giving comes from people who are not in relationships, or the relationships that they're currently in is just not good, right? So it makes me pause and go, You can think about this advice in one or two ways. One, they've experienced it and they are warning you, okay? Two, don't listen to them because they are still in the relationship that they're in that is dragging them down and they're not even taking their own advice. So when someone comes to you with some relationship advice and you know the ins and outs of their relationship and their relationship is not good, just sit back in your chair and go, All right, y'all. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe. This is Black Wine TV. I am Dion. also known as Melanin and Merlot on Instagram. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at Melanin and Merlot. You can also go to Black Wine TV on Instagram as well. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Thank you, everybody.